everybody, Punisher88 here, and today we start our countdown to Remembrance Day. That's right folks, so all this week, any of my usual videos I do will have some sort of a military theme to them. And then next Wednesday, it being Remembrance Day, I will be doing some kind of a special. Also, another thing I wanted to point out was, I know usually on Wednesdays I choose a lame comic book character, but this week's character isn't so much lame, but more undesirable, considering when the character made her debut and everything, so I just wanted to point that out. So this week, we're going back to the golden age of comics, and we're taking a look at a character by the name of Pat Parker, War Nurse. She was created by Jill Elgin and made her first appearance in Speed Comics issue number 13 from Harvey Comics in May of 1941. So, comic book crime fighters work in all sorts of courageous careers, from police and private eyes to attorneys and journalists, and not to mention the occasional bored wealthy playboys, the bravest heroes of them all. But nursing is a relatively underutilized day job for superheroes, even today. Decades after the debut of Pat Parker's costumed identity, War Nurse. Parker began her comics career as a war nurse, a native London lass whose earliest adventures had her busting up Nazi spy rings when she wasn't providing aid to injured soldiers, all without benefit of a costume or a pseudonym. I hope I'm saying that word right. Anyway, whatever. But when original publisher Brookwood collapsed and Harvey Comics bought the rights to its characters, Nurse Parker received an upgrade to become a fully costume Axis smasher. At first so rare as to be nearly non-existent, female superheroes were soon popping up with increasing regularity after the introduction of Wonder Woman over at Max Gaines All-American Publishing. Harvey already had a high-profile and popular superheroine in the Black Cat, Hollywood's glamorous detective star, and the War Nurse would become a secondary lady adventurer. Pat Parker never scored her own series and rarely made cover appearances, whereas the Black Cat was always a popular draw and scored her own series beginning in 1946. Like her more successful Harvey colleague, Nurse Parker battled crime without the aid of superpowers and relying instead on unexplained fighting skills and an overdose of luck to see her through. Operating secretly as the mask-wearing war nurse while holding down a day job as an actual war nurse, Pat maintained possibly the least well-protected double identity in comics history. Perhaps it was her costume that kept people from deducing the truth. Decked out in midriff-bearing boots and shorts ensemble, complete with a cowl based on her nurse hat. Her alter ego was certainly an attention-getter. Pat Parker had another crime-fighting career change before her exploits ended. She abandoned her war nurse identity to form the Girl Commandos, a 5-girl gang of freedom fighters decked out in identical blue outfits who inserted themselves in the paths of Nazi and Imperial Japanese hostilities. Pat stuck with the Girl Commandos until the end of her series, eventually switching out her black hair for blonde, and at some point relocating her hometown from London to New York. The group kept at it for almost 24 adventures, and helped fend off a Japanese invasion of Los Angeles. The one-time war nurse's shift outlasted the war itself, but not by much. Her run ended in 1946. So there you go, folks. Another dose of, in this case, not so lame superhero goodness. But just the same, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give her a thumbs up. If not, give her a thumbs down. If I get a thumbs down, it just means I gotta work harder on pleasing you guys. That's right. Also, if you enjoy videos like this one, I usually do one every Wednesday if I'm able to. And also, if you're into comic book reviews, I do a new one every Thursday and Saturday. Again, if I'm able to. Thursday is usually a current comic, and Saturday is one of either a back issue book, a hot topic book, or something that just really catches my eye. Also, if you're into unboxings, every 2 months I do one because I am a member of the Marvel Collector Corps. And also, if you're into comic book hauls and whatnot, I have plenty of those too. Also, while looking around my channel, make sure to comment on any video you like, because I love reading viewer comments. And also, like or dislike any video you watch. Yes, I did say dislike, because let's face it, no one's perfect, right? And then, when all is said and done, before leaving, make sure to click that subscribe button. Alrighty? So that's it for today. The next time you'll be seeing me is tomorrow for the Thursday comic review, and I'm not going to drop any spoilers as to what I'm reviewing, so you guys are just going to have to come back and check for yourself. Alrighty? So till then, this is Punisher 88, signing off. See ya!